I'm Haley B, and welcome to my kitchen. If you're new here, I am a blogger and vlogger, and this is my pal Bart, my standard poodle. If you watched my videos, you know a little bit of my story. I started losing my hair when I was 16 and was diagnosed with androgenic alopecia at, I think I was 21. So I am now 27, about to turn 28, and have been on a long journey to growing back my hair. If you watched my other videos, you know that I have done PRP injections. And if you follow me on Instagram at HeyHaleyB, you know that I am super into eating as clean as possible and taking a ton of different vitamins and drinks to help my hair be as healthy as possible. I have come to terms that my hair is never going to be as thick as it once was, but I am determined to making sure that the hair that I do have and the hair that I continue to grow is as healthy as possible. And honestly, guys, that starts from the inside. It starts with the foods that you're consuming, your daily diet, your nutrition, vitamins. I have tried everything under the sun to help my hair grow. And the PRP injections just help the hair growth skyrocket. But one, those are not successful if you're not taking care of what's going on inside. And so I think that a combination of those PRP injections, the different vitamins and nutrition I'm putting in my body each day, and eating an organic diet has seriously impacted my hair growth, especially eating high protein. And if you're like me, you do not like to eat meat. I do eat meat because I have found that my body responds the best when I'm eating red meat. And I like steak, I'll say it. I love a good steak. I love going to Texas Roadhouse and getting a steak and some cheese fries and eating the rolls and getting a diet soda. Speaking of diet sodas, I'm a little thirsty. So, this is one of my vices, Diet Coke, or as me and my husband and I call it Diet Sodies. So this is a highly requested video that I share with you my diet, and I never thought that people would be interested in what I eat, but here we are. So I have a table full of food here. I'm going to show you what I eat in a day. And I really hate editing YouTube videos. I would probably actually post more on here if it wasn't for editing. So I'm going to try my best to go through this without having to do any cuts or editing. So it's going to kind of be like we're having a conversation between two friends. So I hope you're okay with that. So I thought I would start with breakfast, the first meal of the day. So I have in the past tried fasting. So that is where you only eat between like 8 hours in a day. So a lot of times people skip breakfast, and I've done that before, and sometimes I do it if I'm busy, but I feel really good when I eat breakfast. So every morning I wake up and I make a cappuccino with my Nespresso machine back there, and I always use organic milk. And I want to just say before we go any further really quickly, all of this stuff I'm going to show you, I do not find myself. I can't take any credit for saying I researched this or I found it. It is all my husband. My husband owns his own physical therapy and wellness business, and he has all these different certificates and degrees in health and wellness, and he actually makes nutrition plans for people and exercise plans in addition to physical therapy. So he does this for a living. So if you want to reach him or contact him, I'm going to put his link below in the memo of this video. And his business is Optimize You. This is a shameless plug because honestly, I could not eat like this if it wasn't for him. He does the research, he buys the food for me, and this is what he does for a living. So if you want to reach out to him to see if he can create a custom nutrition plan for you, he can take a look at your blood work. He's really great to talk to, and he does free consultations. His name is Trent, so I'll put him below. So cappuccino, organic milk. This milk honestly tastes so good. I used to just buy like the 89-cent Kroger milk, And this stuff, like, I can never drink that milk again. This stuff is so good and super thick, makes the best foam on a cappuccino. Have a cappuccino, and then breakfast options. The thing that I'm really into these days is a piece of toast with an egg on top, and then like I just fry an egg really quickly in the pan. Normally I use avocado oil, but I am out avocado oil spray. So I've been putting just a little bit of butter in the pan with an egg, salt, pepper, garlic powder, hot pepper seeds, a little bit of parsley. This morning I grated some pecorino cheese over it. It was good. So I have one piece of toast with the egg on it. Sometimes I'll have another piece of toast with the egg. Sometimes I'll have a piece of butter toast and then an egg toast. But this is the bread I use. And you'll see everything I'm showing you I'm pretty much out of because I literally use this stuff. So this is the Sprouted Grain Bread Ezekiel brand. And it is so good. One night I just had toast for dinner because it's that good and it's super healthy. So the nutrition facts on this is one slice is 80 calories, 5 grams of protein, and 15 grams of carbohydrates, and 3 grams of fiber. So this is like the healthiest bread you're gonna get. And I think it also might be considered gluten-free, but I'm not sure on that, so don't quote me. I don't know how it could be gluten-free. I don't know. I just know I feel good when I eat this, and I say it's good for me. So now, when I'm talking about butter, I just want to point out this. This is the butter I like to use. The stuff is seriously good. And I happen to have some old Kroger butter in my fridge. And I was looking at the ingredient list, and I think that this is something really important I want to share with you. So part of the way Trent and I diet and eat every day is that we try to stay away from foods that have a lot of preservatives in it, that are not organic, that are high, have a lot of ingredients for inflammation, such as sunflower oil. And we also stay away from natural and artificial flavoring. And this is something that I didn't know that Trent recently taught me. So when something says it is artificially flavored, that means that that flavor doesn't exist in the real world. You can't grow it. So for example, that would be blue raspberry. There's no blue raspberry, so that's artificial. That was completely created in a lab. If something says natural flavoring, that means that if something is naturally flavored orange, that means that in the lab they were able to replicate the flavor of orange, but it's not real or fresh oranges. But because it is something that grows in nature and is a natural flavor, that is what allows them to say natural flavoring. So I never knew that. So if I saw natural flavoring, I thought, oh, this is healthy. Still not that healthy. So this butter here has natural flavoring. Why do you need a natural flavor of butter? But I use this on my toast and to cook with. And these are my eggs. There's none in it. I used them all today. Again, everything you see I'm basically empty on because I use this stuff every day. These are very expensive, okay? These are very bougie eggs, but they are so good. They have they're just like the picture. Super amber yolks. They taste way better than like the dollar eggs at the store. I splurge on these. I can really tell the difference. They're worth it, trust me. And then I also, as a breakfast option, I'm really big into breakfast, and I will make breakfast for lunch or dinner. So I eat this stuff all the time. This pancake mix, and this has 7 grams of protein, and then once you add an egg, you're at about 14 grams of protein. The only thing about this is that it is high in fat because you add oil in, and so I added olive oil. And that's another thing about my nutrition is that someone recently asked me if I get blood work done regularly. And I do once a year get blood work done to see things like my cholesterol level. And I have high HDL. I think I'm getting, this is correct, HDL, which is like your good cholesterol. And you get that from oil and avocado. And then your LDL is if you were to eat deep fried foods every day, and mine is really low. So I do have a high cholesterol, but it comes from eating good fats, like all of that olive oil. So love this pancake mix, and I top it with some sugar-free maple syrup and different fruit. And then we have oatmeal. So I use this oatmeal here, and I add in some coconut milk, unsweetened, or unsweetened almond milk. And another thing that I don't have right now is I eat a lot of the Special K protein cereal, because that has like 15 grams of protein in it, and I use almond milk for that. And so I make oatmeal, mix it, put it in the microwave for like 1 minute and 50 seconds to 2 minutes, and then I add in protein powder. I use this vegan protein powder by BPN. I ate oatmeal today with this vegan protein powder, and it was actually a little bit too like sweet for me, almost like a dessert. And recently Trent's been using that vegan protein powder to make desserts, so maybe that's why I'm correlating the taste with that. But typically I use this oatmeal, or I'm sorry, this protein. See if I can reach it. Okay, here we go. This whey protein powder, and this is all vanilla. And so this stuff has like 25 grams of protein per serving. So highly recommend this, because I'm somebody that doesn't like to really eat anything like protein bars, because I hate the taste of it. But this stuff, I love it. And I'll mix in some fruit, like some blueberries with my oatmeal. And then I also really like this crunch. Has pumpkin seeds and different things. This is gluten-free. And I just like to add it as a variation to my oatmeal. And I also, speaking of protein, love protein bars from Tiger Fitness. They are currently out of what I love. It's sunflower seed butter, and they also have a vegan chocolate chip protein bar. And I have tried so many different protein bars. My husband eats them all the time. I've tried different forms. I don't like the flavor, but these, I love them. They're like a little dessert to me. Pop them in the microwave for like 10 seconds, and they're seriously so good. And they are from Tiger Fitness, so I don't have those to show today, but I love those. Different drinks I'll have in the morning is this cold press, see it, orange juice, and just pineapple juice. And then for lunchtime, I've really been into, there goes the butter, these protein pizza crust. These things are so good, and they are so good for you. They have 18 grams of protein in it and only 300 milligrams of sodium. So I'm just going to show you the nutrition facts if you want to see them. I take this, put a little bit of olive oil on it, a little bit of mozzarella cheese, and I just eat it like that. I don't even put pizza sauce on these. I just eat them. I also sometimes heat them up and put some turkey lunch meat on it and a little bit of honey mustard. Very good for a quick lunch. Then I eat, I'm trying to think what I want to show you next. My pasta. This is my favorite pasta. So I eat pasta all the time, like almost every day. I love to eat pasta, and I think when people hear that I eat a lot of pasta, I think that they're like, oh, you know, that can't be healthy. It is healthy if you do it right. So this Barilla pasta is my favorite, and it has 180 calories, 7 grams of fiber, 39 grams of carbs, and 8 grams of protein. And let me actually, I'm gonna pause this, because there's one more pasta I forgot to grab, and I really want to show you. 1 second. Red lentil or chickpea pasta is really good for you as well. So this has 15 grams of protein, 200 calories, 34 grams of carbs, and 10 grams of fiber. So with my pastas, I don't just like crack open a jar of marinara sauce. Those actually have a lot of sugar in them. So we make our own sauce. We normally do that with a little bit of olive oil, some of the pasta water, some lemon juice, garlic, salt, pepper, and I don't remember last time I used marinara sauce. We always make our stuff from scratch, and that just makes it a whole lot healthier. So I will have pasta for lunch or dinner. And lately I've really been into Greek salads. So I have been eating cucumber, different red and orange peppers chopped up, red onion, feta cheese, green olives. I love olives. And roasted chickpeas in the oven with some like paprika and salt and pepper, and then I make a little dressing out of a little bit of red wine vinegar, olive oil, salt, pepper, and lemon juice. Oh, and I add radishes. So good. I've been loving eating the salad, and it's a really good way to get in my vegetables in a day. And then Trent and I, we used to make this dinner all the time, and it was, I'm trying to think what all I had in it. I got so sick of it. I seriously made it like every other day for a year straight. So it's orzo, and you cook it on the stove, boil it down with some vegetable or chicken stock, and then you roast in the oven some asparagus, cherry tomatoes, shallots, whatever kind of veggies you want, and then you toss it all together with another Greek vinaigrette of some like lemon juice and olive oil, and add some feta cheese, maybe some basil, some parsley. And that is really good, quick and easy, and another way to get your veggies in for the day. And you can always try to find some orzo that has high protein to get the protein there. And I know I'm trying to talk about a high protein diet without meat, but like I mentioned in the beginning, I do eat meat, and I want to be honest with you guys. So I do eat chicken. It's my least favorite meat to eat. I don't know why, just eating chicken sometimes freaks me out. So we will eat these on, we'll kind of like chop it up sometimes and make healthy quesadillas out of it. Let me grab the tortilla shells. I forgot those too. 1 second. Hey, I am back again. We have the carb counter whole wheat tortillas, and these are 50 calories of tortilla, and they have 11 grams of fiber in them and 4 grams of protein. So we will wrap these up, make some chicken wraps out of them. And then I don't eat any pork. Like, the thought of eating pork actually makes me feel sick. So I don't eat anything with pork in it. And then I eat steak. I love steak, and typically try to go for the less fatty ones, like a filet mignon. And we'll put those in the oven, a lot of salt and pepper, put them in the oven for like 10 minutes on 400, and then I sear them the rest of the way on a pan and eat it like a medium. And then we also eat, I love cheeseburgers, so sometimes we'll make cheeseburgers with American cheese. And I also love to just eat out and eat bad, so I love to eat Chick-fil-A. We go like once a week. I get the spicy chicken sandwich meal and a large french fry and a large sweet tea, and I use like 4 of the Chick-fil-A sauces. So it's important to know that the foods I showed you today is what I eat in a typical day. So I work from home, so I eat 3 meals a day at home, and this is typically what I'm eating. And on the weekends or some of the weeknights when I just don't feel like cooking, we do go out. So I like to pick up Texas Roadhouse. I like to go get Chick-fil-A, especially because we can take Bart and eat it in the car. And I'm glad that he's not in here right now because he knows that word and he would get excited. And I love to go to Chipotle. And I just love to eat sushi and hibachi. So it's important to know that my diet isn't always the best, but I think the fact that I eat really good majority of the time, I'm allowed to eat what I want that one day of the week that I'm being bad, which I don't even want to use that term. I do not restrict myself at all when it comes to eating. I just really like eating this stuff, and I feel my best when I eat it. So I'm not like miserable eating this stuff. I love it. I love eating the pasta. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm posting the different meals that we make all of the time, especially my pasta dishes. So I don't count my calories. I don't restrict what I eat. I'm just very mindful. I don't overeat. I eat things that make me feel good. For example, this past weekend we went to Outback Steakhouse, and I used to be a huge Outback fan, and I don't know what it was, but we felt so sick when we left. Like, just felt super bloated and sluggish and greasy. We had cheese fries, which if you have known me for a long time know that I love cheese fries. And I just felt so sick after I ate them. Like, I wish I didn't even eat them. And so I think when you eat healthy like this for so long, you get to the point where you don't even want to eat the unhealthy stuff. And that has been the biggest thing, is nourishing my body correctly. And I do that, so you'll notice I don't really eat a lot of leafy greens. So every night I make a green drink. And I have been drinking this stuff, BPN Strong Greens, now for I think 5 years. And I mix it at night with a collagen powder. Again, I'm out. I forgot to stop by the store today to get more, but my collagen powder has 18 grams of protein in it. So I mix this up every night and hold my nose and chug it and then gag afterwards because I hate drinking this stuff, but it's so good for me. And I swear it really helps my digestive system as well, drinking it before I go to bed. And I also have my vitamins that I take every single day. So, talked about it before, going to talk about it again. These skin and nail vitamins, a holy grail in my diet now. And I have only been taking these for, I think, like 6 months. There's a dump trunk outside of my house. Been taking these for like 6 months now, and I seriously see a difference. So before I started taking these, right around the same time, I found out I had skin cancer right here on my head. It's actually healed up very nicely now. And right after I got it removed, I was losing a scary amount of hair, and I was losing it from the follicle. So there was a little white bulb at the end of each hair strand, and that really concerned me. My husband, who has been taking this brand for a while now, suggested that I try these, and within like a week or so of taking these, I noticed that the shedding had stopped. I know it was shedding because of the trauma of the skin cancer being removed. So I don't know if it was a coincidence or not, but I still take those pills every single day. I think they help a lot with my iron and anemia, so it helps again with my hair. And then I also have some new pills that I have been taking. We have been taking mushrooms. So we have lion's mane, and this is for cognition. And we have immune strength, and this has turkey tail, reishi, shiitake, and chaga. So recently started taking these. I can't really tell yet a difference. And then I'm still taking my zinc and folic acid every single day, and a multivitamin. The kids 1 a day gummies is what was recommended to me by my PRP doctor. So can't recommend those enough. And then one last thing that I forgot to show you. I'm seeing it now behind my pile of food. If I can reach it. I just wanted to show you my peanut butter I use. I never thought I'd be saying that. Hello, I just want to show you my peanut butter. I use the Smucker's natural peanut butter. And this stuff has 8 grams of protein per serving. So now that you've seen everything I eat in a day, I think that pretty much sums it up. I try to just eat as much fruit as I can on the side. I really like peaches. I don't like to just sit there and pop berries in my mouth, and I think that's because it's like a texture thing for me, and I have really sensitive teeth, and all that fruit is stored in the fridge. But like the peaches and apricots, I just store those on the counter, and so I love to eat those. So I try to get a balanced meal of fruits and veggies, and 75 to 100 grams of protein a day, and try to eat gluten-free. I don't have a gluten sensitivity or anything, but I just found that I do feel my best. But if I go out to eat, I'm not trying to look for a gluten-free option. When I go out to eat, I am eating what I want. And again, I really suggest that you reach out to my husband. His name is Trent. He owns his own business, Optimize You, and he can really help you pinpoint where you need to make adjustments in your nutrition and lifestyle, and help you find the products that work for your budget, work for your if you have allergies, dietary restrictions. He is the guy for you. I'm gonna plug it all below for you. And yeah, make sure you follow me on Instagram at HeyHaileyB. I share a lot on what I eat on my stories. So I hope to see you on Instagram. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below or to send me a direct message on Instagram. Make sure you like and subscribe this page. It would mean so much to me if you would share my YouTube channel, and I will see you guys next time.